Freshbake, we're back for another update on construction progress going on around the Disneyland Resort, and we're going to start as usual with a Marvel Land update from the Pixar Pal around this morning, or on this morning. We were able to get some much better shots than we did last week because of the rain and the fact that the wheel didn't stop. So look at this beautiful shot. Nice and chill. Unfortunately, there isn't a lot of progress. Again, we mentioned this last week. We're in that stage of construction where it's just moving dirt around, and they're not going to be digging any kind of foundations or anything like that. It's more about demo and then moving dirt. So the views will be fairly pedestrian for a few weeks, I think, much like what we had for Galaxy's Edge. But there you go, guys. You can see a lot of rubble, more rubble this week than we saw last week. Some more stuff is being. Look at that. It's obliterated. Bugs Land is no more. Do we even call it Bugs Land anymore? We can't, can we? I don't see. The only thing I see is still that bathroom, which eventually they'll take down. They'll repaint that or whatever. There's some. That's probably from inside the bathroom. I'm guessing. They're gutting it, the interiors. And this is okay. So here's last week. I should add. So we can look at the pile of rubble there compared to this week. And I mean, whatever, dude. The pile is bigger than it was last week. That's where we're at, folks. But you know what? Let's go back for a second, because as I ponder this and I look at the available real estate, the Bugs Land has given us, that's not a lot of land, you guys. Think about it. Think about how little there was in Bugs Land to begin with. So we're going to take that. We're not even taking all of it. I mean, they're still leaving some of those areas there. What in the world could they possibly put in this space that is, substantial? I guess what I'm saying is we shouldn't be expecting much in this phase one other than a restaurant, the brewery thing, and I don't know, maybe like a stage for some live shows, and then the ride that they're putting into the Bugs Land Theater, which isn't going to be that, I don't know, monumental, epic. So I'm a little, as I reflect on this, I'm a little concerned about how impactful this phase one is going to be, and I sure hope that by the time they get anywhere near completion of phase one, they've got something ready for us for phase two. They better have a good phase two as I think about this. And we'll switch over to that Bugs Land Theater side just to see what's going on there. But we're not going to be able to see much because there's, all the work that's being done here is inside that theater. Not much going to be done on the ground, visibly. They still haven't done anything to that little annex building to the theater. And it just makes me wonder, what the expectation here is going to be too. But look, there's more dirt and more rubble. Let's go back to the Emotional Whirlwind, where, I mean, we got some guys working this time, which is fun. Normally we don't get to see actual construction happening. And as we noticed last week, lots of conduit there being prepared. I mean, that is just lots. That's just a lot, dude. But one thing that I did want to get a focus on, which we didn't get to last week, was what's going on behind that queue area there. They're preparing planters of some kind. I don't know if that's planter or not. They've got those yellow flags posted all over, which I forget what those indicate. But I thought they were supposed to indicate, for construction workers to know an elevation change or something like that. But I could have that crossed up with something else. But it's still early to tell. Look at they've got this narrow track of forms being set up there as well. So that could be additional queue, perhaps. Concrete for additional queue, or I mean, planter still. It would make sense that they'd want to, put something nice in there. And let's go back. I want to freeze here because this is last week, the amount of conduit we saw last week, and I wanted to compare that to what we're seeing today, if it's any more or less, because it looked to me like it was more. And it does, right? Okay, I gotta calm down. I am all over the place. With the camera, I mean. Anyway, it does seem like they put even more down than what was there last week. And then one other thing that we noticed while we were on the fun wheel was that the stage for World of Color is back up again. Well, part of the stage anyway. That Star Destroyer looking section of the stage is back up. There was some speculation as to whether people thought maybe World of Color was coming back in the in January because they were testing, but that doesn't seem to have happened. And this view does not give us any more positive vibes. There's the area that is underwater, but that right there, that white tent, to me indicates that they're going to be here for a little while again. It's a staging area for maintenance. So I think that it's going to be a while off. Whatever testing they did didn't work out, I guess is what I'm saying. It didn't work out. On the way in and on the way out, we observed that Lampy, as Liz calls him, Lampy's not moving. In the department of things that are unexpected or I mean completely expected, it took about, I don't know, 2 months for Lampy to stop moving. And we're watching this now. This is, I only captured, I don't know, what, 30 seconds of video here. But we watched it on the way in and we watched it on the way out for more than what I've recorded. That was just a sample. And Lampy definitely is not doing his Lampy thing. No lamping going on. Hopefully this gets fixed because it seems kind of ridiculous when you think about it. All the, the waiting and the thing just not being there and them rushing this project, to get it done in time for whatever reasons that they had, whatever their motivations were to rush this project. And then some things weren't done. Jesse's Carousel, Bing Bong, Lampy. Bing Bong was a disappointment, and Lampy, I mean, if this is the case, if it is already not functioning, I have no praise for Disney on this mark. This is what you get when you don't do it right, when you try to rush it. This is what you get. Yeah. Meanwhile, over at Grizzly Peak, and try to cheer things up a little bit. I don't usually like to rant, but there you go. No progress here from last week about the refurb that they're doing on the lift hill for Grizzly River Run. Looks to be about the same as it was last week. So we'll head over to Disneyland, and we kind of mentioned this in the show, but we didn't do it in the construction update. But they've got 2 sets of walls up around what I'm assuming is just concrete, like paving or something on the ground, not planters. This isn't for guest traffic or anything like that, because those areas that are being covered are just curbs. There was no planter. There wasn't anything significant in those 2 areas, so I'm guessing that they're just doing some concrete work on the curbs, perhaps. Nothing major. Over on Sleeping Beauty Castle, they've taken the snow down, which gives us a view of what it is that they're trying to fix, and that's the roof. Roofs? How do you guys want me to say it? Roofs or roof? That's the damage that they're trying to repair from the 60th anniversary skin that they put on there a while back. You can see 2 more of the turrets and etc. that are needing repair, and that's going to take, as we've mentioned in the past, through spring. I think I've heard April or May. We looked at the right side, Snow White's Grotto, and saw the scrim there. On the left side, they don't have a scrim, they've got a wall, the actual wall, but they put this little, I don't know, tarp over it that's Sleeping Beauty theme. I thought that was, it's a nice touch. It doesn't look great, but it's better than just a plain wall. And this extends all the way back to the path that takes you into Fantasyland, but we couldn't go through there because, guests can't go through there. No progress on the bridge connecting the Clio parking structure and the downtown Disney parking lot. I do, though, think this is new. I don't remember. I think this thing here is new. They've installed some electrical type deals here. That's what that whole thing was for. So it had nothing to do with any kind of bridge that they were building. That's going to happen later and elsewhere. And here is the current status of the guest hub, the pedestrian hub. Looking good. Here's another view, and we're getting the backside also. Look, that looks really clean, really nice. I'm enjoying this for some reason. I have been obsessed with this pedestrian hub since they started building this thing. I don't know why. It's neat looking for me. But there's one of the escalators. We're making quick progress on the escalators there. As a matter of fact, let's get another look here from the top of Mickey and Friends parking structure. We've got Big Al, Little Al, and Medium Al escalators. That didn't work at all, did it? But there you go. There's some close-up views of what's happening there. It sure does seem like they're getting close to done, but as I mentioned in an update a few weeks ago, that the rumor that I'm hearing is that this structure will not be ready for opening of Galaxy's Edge. It will not be open by the summer. And that's the connecting bridge. Not much progress from last week. As there probably wouldn't be because it's just concrete. Hard to see anything from the Mickey and Friends parking structure these days because everything is, you know, now being obscured by the completed portion. It's just like we saw at Galaxy's Edge. But there you go, guys. That's our update from around the parks today. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned tomorrow for our Galaxy's Edge update. And until next time, fresh baked. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh baked!